again, it's on. Ladies and gentlemen, back. Caught you looking for the same thing.
It's the
Welcome
new
to
thing.
Opinionation. Hey. After a little brief hiatus, we are back. We're back. There's some things that happen in the world, so we had to come back. And so we have an illustrious panel once again. I am your host, Dominique Superstar, and the crew is here too. Kenny Mickens.
Hey. How's it
Valerie, the forensic gal. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Denise Carter. Denise Carter.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
My
Thank you very much.
niggas, Mike from Vibration.
OneStream.tv. OneStream.tv.
Well, then the brand don't change. Okay, OneStream.tv.
There's two
Mike
brands.
is in the building.
Two brands.
My man Supreme the Resurrect is in the building. About half of himself from the last time you saw him.
Half of himself. Okay.
And then the man talking that can't wait his turn ever, but we love him. Hassan, TTT, pour the milk before you pour the cereal first. McCullough.
You know that's not true. I wait.
Oh, my bad.
Turn.
That's not true. McCullough.
I wait my turn. I wait my turn. Nice
you
to
notice
be
he
back.
didn't deny the pour the milk.
No, why would you? When you've already been outed.
Somebody else does that too. Nobody else pours the milk before they pour the cereal.
Yeah, most of them call serial killers.
No,
Right?
They don't even eat. They don't even eat cereal. You've been watching too much Jamie Foxx show. Anyway,
ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. You see, and these are interesting times to come back and have intellectual banter. You know, it's kind of like the Jedi and the Sith. The battle between somebody got to be Jedis out here because the Sith is running the empire. Okay, cool. Today's topic. It's not going to be exactly what you guys think. Oh, they about to get into the. Today's topic. Denise, what classifies a date? I mean, in 2025, what is a date?
I think it's when two people get together and they share time together and they communicate together and then they make a plan to hang out together.
I thought you
that is the date.
I thought you were about to say something else.
Oh, I thought you were about to. Okay, let's take it slow. Some people like to take it slow on dates. I thought she's about to just. Supreme.
Yes, sir.
What is a date, my niggas? What constitutes a date? What classifies as a date and what they call 2025?
I don't know what they do in 2025, but to me, a date is two people getting together that's interested in each other, that want to get to know each other a little more, and they take it out on the to the outside or inside, but intimate to go further in a friendship relationship. I don't know. You can actually have two friends that go on a date. I mean, you can go on a date by yourself. Actually, take yourself out. It's somewhere you go and treat yourself and show somebody a good time. That's pretty much it. Show somebody a good time, whether it's yourself or another person.
Okay, we're gonna get back into the self dating. We'll spin the block on self dates.
Yeah.
See how that's working for you. Mike. Brother, you listen, I ain't trying to put your business out in these streets, but you just been happily married just recently. What classifies, my niggas, as a date?
Somebody who asks someone to go somewhere and the other person accepts.
Simply put.
Right. You're right.
Mike with the wisdom. You know what I mean? Just short and sweet. I ain't messing with y'all like that.
And rule number one, the person who asks must pay.
Oh, now wait a minute. Now you're getting ahead of the game. Now what? Now you just slow down, Michael. Just wait a minute. Now wait a minute. We in 2025. We're gonna come back to that little concept that you just mentioned. That's an interesting concept for a lot of different reasons. Kendo Mickens. Kendo came up with this topic. I had another topic, and Kendo was like, we're gonna have a couple ladies on the show. We need to mix this up. We need to figure this out. And I said, you know what, Kenny, I'm not a man to be jealous of somebody that has a better bra than I do. Oh. Oh, do I wear bras? Okay, cool.
Man,
Kenny,
you just got to make sure they're comfortable.
Watch it, Val. Watch it, Denise. Watch it, Val. Watch it, bra wearers.
2025.
What is a date in 22? You're married too, Kenny. Happily for a few years now.
But I'm hearing the sad stories.
Uh-oh.
Because people don't seem to know what a date is. Is it trying to get to know a person? Or is it what can I get out you from the very start?
Oh. What you mean? Go deeper,
I think
as somebody might say.
the definition has been lost. I think the definition has been lost. And so it's what one person classifies as a date, somebody else is just it's my opportunity. So
okay, I'm gonna come back to you on that because then how the hell do you date somebody if y'all got two different ideas? But we're gonna come back. Hold on, just hold the thought. Hassan McCullough. Now, as you travel through Saturn, as you go through Europa, and you make your way through the galaxy, and you come across a little Martian chick. What classifies a date in the galaxy that you roam?
Well, with this chick I'm meeting, would be online, because online is considered online. You can meet somebody online and go on a date too, cyber date,
Oh.
You know what I mean, homie? You can
actually, I don't. You mean you wouldn't actually meet the person in person?
No, you be talking to them online. Oh. That's a cyber date online. So
that's just like having an imaginary girlfriend?
Like OnlyFans?
She just don't live around here.
No, you can meet somebody online and you can go on a date, a virtual date.
She's fine as ever,
get to know this person. Get to know this person
Carter is going to be throwing shots like that. I'm getting out of here.
I'm kind of fascinated by that. So,
why would you be? Because they have OnlyFans, and those are virtual dating.
Yeah,
anyway.
Is that a date?
So you telling me you going on a date with an OnlyFans model? Is that
people do? People do it all. I didn't say that. I'm just saying people do this in this day and age.
What you laughing at, Supreme? Why you laughing, Supreme? Is it not right to go on a date with an OnlyFans woman?
Before you had OnlyFans, people used to just go to Blockbuster, go into the red section, and handle that themselves for like a lot less.
And before that, they had the movies at 13th and Locust. You go inside the movie theater and watch the triple, quadruple X-rated, and be the seats are sticky.
There's no way you can call an OnlyFans a date. You and the other 1,000 people that logged in too, right?
We all on a date with this one woman. What you mean? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with going on a date with one woman and it's like 4,000 of us dating her at the same time?
Well, I guess you pull her to the side and then y'all go to a private room. That's y'all.
That's clubhouse pull her to the side.
So is a strip club a date?
Take a date to a strip.
No. You just said you do a little in front of everybody, then you go in your little private room. You do that's a strip club, isn't it?
Hey, and you know what? I think technically the dancers could say we're having a date when we go to the what they call that, the champagne room.
As long as you got that money, it ain't tricking if you got it.
Yeah,
it ain't tricking. Somebody said it ain't tricking if you got. Wow.
What was his two choices in the beginning? One person is trying to come up.
Wow.
One person.
What we doing? We grown people. This is what we doing. We grown.
That's deep.
Okay, all right. Let's circle back. Kenny, how much do you spend on a date? Now, if I wanted to go out with Valerie, and I took Valerie to motherfucking McDonald's and we got some Happy Meals, is that not a date?
Cheap date. but it's a date.
What you mean? Why it's got to be cheap? It's not in the eye of the beholder. Valerie, you don't like a little Happy Meal with a little toy inside?
You ain't gonna get to the Happy Meal.
What's
That's
wrong
the
with
standards
that?
you gotta set. You supposed to be trying to get to know the person.
Hey, Kenny, wait a minute. I'm asking Valerie.
Not
She
pay their
being real
mortgage.
quiet about it.
Let me interrupt you. Well, first of all, why wasn't I asked the question?
I did.
Well, no, seriously.
Jump in there.
Why would you ask everybody else the question besides me?
I literally just asked you the
I'm
question.
wondering when you were going to get around to asking me this question.
Okay, somebody needs to roll the tape back. Somebody needs to roll the tape back. I literally just asked you the question. What?
No. You said Kenny, but let me say this.
No, I tried to shut Kenny up because he was answering for you. Okay.
Let me
Who's
say
on first?
What is considered a date in 2025? So while this is going on and I'm listening to you guys, so I'm single, so I'm being asked on a date like right now in real time.
I'm jealous.
So what homie does
I'm
is
jealous.
he says, "What do you do during the day?" So that's how. Let me go back to his messages.
Wow.
Good evening. What do you do most of your day? That's what he asked. Okay. And so I tell him, and then he goes, "Okay, so you work remote?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay, cool. What you got going on tomorrow?" And that's pretty much where
he's trying to get to the finish line. Go ahead.
Okay. But he's taking a long way around. At least that's my opinion.
Is he taking a long way to ask you, or?
I feel like he should just ask.
Fascinating. This is fascinating.
Small talk.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Why is he taking so
by
long
text
to actually get? Yeah, it's by text too. He didn't call. He's just been texting me.
Yeah.
And it's
You have
actually
3
happening
questions
now.
in
So
one.
it's interesting we're talking about this because he is, I guess, attempting to ask me on a date.
He got the number.
I don't know.
Do you know this person?
We in the middle of.
We are in the middle of interaction, Kenny. We're getting real time
dating interaction.
We are.
With the wrong dude though. He's still walking with the small talking.
So wait.
Well, I'm in Florida right now.
Do you know him? Is this the second time that he's contacted you?
Oh no, we've been chit chatting. Okay, so I met him. I'm in Florida, right? Right now, I'm in Florida. So we've been going back and forth and having conversations. So now, I guess it's gotten to the point where he is going to ask me out because I've been waiting. Like, when is this dude going to ask me out? You know, what's taking him so long? So now he's in the process of doing that.
We are in the moment.
So traditional gal, can you ask him out?
Now, Kenny,
that means she's got to pay.
No.
Y'all going all the way to the end of the show. You see this?
If he's interested, why can't you ask him out?
No, I will not.
She's a lady.
Okay.
I want to do it.
Can we listen? You know, Kenny, you are advancing the show too quick. You're doing what Mike was doing at the beginning. Can we slow down a little bit? Can you listen? I like to take my time. I don't know. I don't want. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yes.
What kind of show do you think this is, Kenny? Can you slow down, please? Denise.
Yes.
How much do you expect to get spent on in a date? Or do you do the spending?
Good question. So it just depends.
Oh.
But most of the time, I will probably pay, or I will.
Oh, you out here balling?
You said most of the time?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know.
But you got a problem with that, ma'am? Miss Forensic Gal?
Yeah.
I don't appreciate that. I appreciate the shaming. The shaming is not good.
Do the asking a lot?
No. So sometimes, no. Sometimes I was just thinking about what you said, but sometimes, you know, if when they were working a different job, they would always make sure they took care of things. So
so you dating like 3 people at a time? It's like 3, like y'all at the table.
It's just my husband.
I was gonna say it's her husband. That's
okay. Well, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me crazy.
It's her husband.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. We like relationships around here. I'm not in one, but we like them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. All right. Supreme.
Yes, sir.
You've been a player. I'm not saying you won now. But in the time that you might have been playing, what do you spend on a date? What is there a limit? Like for the first, we're talking about first date. Is there a limit? Is there a minimum?
No, I mean, me personally, I would take like $100. I'm saying, just so I ain't out there, if we get, drinks is like now $19.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't come in there with $5-10. So you got to put out in your pocket for a nice.
You can't come in there with $100.
Oh,
and that's short because the good dinner is about $50-60. You know what I mean? That's for
50-60.
And
what if she order that short rib platter? That short rib platter gonna run you.
Michael, he knows. You gotta spend more than $100.
And the short rib platter.
This is why I go to McDonald's and get Happy Meals for women. What you mean? Like
about $15.
Why should I be economically deprived because I want to have a good time with you? I'm an intellectual beast. I will feed you and the mind. You can get some cereal when you get home.
Wow.
Mike.
Throughout my 2 years of dating my wife, there was one restaurant that we went to where you can eat, have some drinks, and not really watching the bill. That came below $100.
Gangster.
Oh, I know where.
And now she's your wife.
Was that a chain?
I think it is a chain, but all the other ones was $100 plus. It's that little Mexican restaurant on Rosecrans Restaurant Row on Rosecrans.
Okay.
Nice little ambiance, great food, and the best tequilas.
Kenny in here trying to restaurant shame.
No, I'm not. I'm asking.
More expensive than Philadelphia dating.
What'd you say, Supreme?
I said Cali dating is a little more expensive than Philadelphia.
Facts. Let me explain something to every lady on this panel. Lady, I will take you to go get a cheesesteak at Pagano's on Ogontz Avenue. You will be full and we will be jolly.
You got enough for a movie.
What you mean? Google Pagano's, Ogontz Avenue. We good. $20 for 2 steaks, $25 for 2 steaks.
Wow.
A soda, and we out.
Enough to go to a movie or something.
We're going to the telly, Supreme. What you mean movie? The movie's at the telly.
But that's gonna be more than that. That's gonna be more than $100 then.
Look, man. I told you what I lack in finances, I make up for in intellect. You understand me? What you getting is way more valuable than a T-bone steak.
What Hassan. You giving, crab cake conversation?
Look, man. Just you can see a crab cake conversation. Hassan, please unmute Hassan. And let's find out what your idea of spending on a date is. Hassan, what is the minimum and maximum that you're willing to spend on a date?
I don't think I don't really worry about that because I don't worry about stuff like that. I just go do stuff to have fun. I mean, I take roller skating and stuff like that.
I like that.
That's a great. Somebody said cute. That's a great activity date.
That's real. No, I agree. I agree.
Bowling.
Not for the activity date. What if they're saying let's meet for drinks and food?
I don't drink.
But I think that's boring. You got to do something more exciting a lot of times. That's boring to me. I used to do that all the time. Used to be a good dater.
Okay, when you did that, was there a limit?
No, not at all.
Baller.
So they can order what they want.
Yeah.
Well, Hassan got cryptocurrency. Hassan got cryptocurrency.
3 entrees.
But they're not going to do all that. They're not going
I don't know. Nowadays, man, these girls out for the cheddar, so they looking for the most expensive meal. You can't take them to Cheesecake Factory. So they want you to have a good job and the 401k plan.
What if you ain't got no job? I ain't got no job.
Before they even...
I don't have a job.
That'll be a creative then.
Well,
hey,
listen,
you gotta have a job to make money, but that's what these girls want, money. They want you to have a little money, because even if you...
I'm not giving you money. If I wanted to give you money, I'd go to Figueroa Boulevard in Los Angeles and give one of those girls in bikinis money and have my way. What do you mean? Like, is this about money, Valley?
No romance without finance.
Hey,
oh,
I heard that song before.
Well, those are the ones that you don't want anyway. If it's about what you do and what you spend, and you don't want them anyway. To be honest,
that ain't what Valerie said.
You're 100% right, brother.
Well, I'm just wondering. I mean, should she not want you to have a job?
What if you don't need a job?
I'm literally not understanding.
I don't have a job.
She should want you broke.
Better be a boss.
My job is to be Dominique Quinn superstar. That's my job, and that's the only job I want.
That's a job.
That's a hell of a job, I promise you.
That's a job.
Long as you can take care of yourself, that's all that matters. But
you better say amen. Somebody say amen up in here.
Amen.
Because there's people who got money who ain't really shit. So
you better say amen again. My lights are on. My microphone works.
So I say again, she should want to go out with a guy that is broke.
Yes, she
should.
She can't go out with a dude that's broke.
No, come on, be realistic.
I'm being very realistic. I'm being very realistic.
You gotta have something going on for yourself. Like, come on. Anybody with any common sense, or anybody that has like an education or a decent like a business or whatever, they're going to want to connect to someone of substance, and someone of substance is not sitting there with totally nothing and have.
That doesn't mean substance.
Does that equate to money though, Val? All the time? Is it just money that equates to? Looking for a friend.
Listen. If you didn't have money, then how are you surviving? You need money to pay your rent. You need money to pay your bills. You need money to pay a car note or buy off a car. You need money to do these things.
Somebody said they manifest that stuff. Oh,
I'm confused.
Exactly. You can manifest all that stuff and live in abundance.
Somebody said I manifest.
Oh, okay. So you can manifest what now?
Yeah.
Look at Kenny.
You can manifest money and live in abundance.
Okay,
you live in abundance.
You
live in abundance when you don't have to chase
a woman
anything.
Being concerned or wondering if you have the ability to be in her life and share. Because what I found with, like, for instance, even with my daughter, and she's a millennial, and the way that her and her husband do things, they share the cost of everything practically. They bought a home, they shared the cost of that. They go out to eat, they share the cost of that. Or one person does this, the other person does that.
That sounds like a good, beautiful relationship. That sounds like a good relationship when they actually building together and sharing together.
True.
Yes, I think that's great.
They're gonna be always connected and stuff because they know how to play the card game together. Where one person is playing the card, the other one plays the card and stuff too. Instead of somebody else having the deck and just winning everything and they're not playing their cards.
But wouldn't that be a relationship? When you're talking about a first date,
well,
you're trying to just get to know the person. You don't. Y'all might have. If I met you on the street, or maybe we exchanged numbers. So now we at the point, like Val just said. We talking to the point where now we want to sit down, see where we going with this.
Right.
So now we're talking first date. So we
Valley
get out
just
on the first
stuff
date.
along and stuff. She just speeded stuff along, but still the same. Because listen, you can meet a dude on the first date and they can lie about everything. What the fuck?
I have never met a dude for a first date.
Who would do such a thing?
I've never met a dude for a
such a
first
thing.
date. Them Freudian slips, like you said, Dom. I don't know.
Hey, Mike.
But listen,
Mike, Mike is probably more qualified than all of us. Mike is a business owner. He's a good-looking young man. You know what I'm talking about? When you were dating, and maybe even before you dated your wife, what was the minimum and maximum, Mike?
It all depends on the person, and it definitely depended on my age. Sometimes I just go, hey, let's go to Starbucks. You know,
that's a part right there. I love
yeah,
some.
something like back in the day when breakfast used to be about $10 to
When
$15
eggs
a
weren't
plate.
$70.
Yeah,
What?
now breakfast is like $60 or $70.
Breakfast
Yeah,
is an
for an omelet,
entree, my
you
niggas.
might
What
as well
you
build
mean?
her a
So
house.
I let's go out to breakfast. Let's get the day started. That's when I'd be like, let me try to figure you out.
Right.
But if I was younger, I'd try to impress you, that type of thing. And if I liked you, but as I got older, then it's like, let's see, where do we go on our first date?
So are you saying
I have definitely balled out at a Denny's and allowed her to get that full
not at the
grand
Denny's?
slam? You know what? Get the grand
Get
slam
whatever
and the
you
Rudy
want.
Tooty.
Get whatever you want.
They
Michael,
said
are you
Waffle House
saying,
put up on
Mike, are
the
you
edge.
saying that
Oh.
the older you
Denny's?
got,
What?
the less you gave a damn about impressing the date?
Exactly.
Ooh.
Exactly. Because
I
that
don't
was more like,
believe that.
huh?
I don't believe that. You said the older you got, the less you worried about impressing a woman?
That's what Mike just
like
said.
trying to just like, okay, let's go to a great place and I don't even know you. So
But
I'm
didn't
like,
you try to take your wife to a really nice place? You got to remember, I was with you when you met her now. So,
Receipts.
So I know what's up, and you did want to impress her.
No,
Val, I
at the
can
beginning,
understand what he's saying though.
at the
I think
beginning, I'm like, well, let's go to some place, that's nice and reasonable. So I'm thinking of the thing before. It's like, hey, let's go to this great restaurant, and I'm willing to pay. Back in the day, over $100 was an expensive date, but not anymore. That's
Speaking
standard.
of which, I have a little story. Short story time with Dominique Superstar. Check this out. First got back to LA, 2021. I was on a film set, TV set, movie set, or whatever. And there was a woman that was doing the COVID test to kind of just check and make sure you didn't have COVID before you went on set. Good looking old melanated woman. She was light skinned. She could have used a little more hue, but nonetheless, she was a good looking woman. So, as Dom does, hello, would you like to go to a little? And so she said, yes, I'll go out with you. She suggested a place. Anyone from LA would know this place. It's in Burbank. It's called Castaways. Now, if you know anything about anything, you know the Castaways
That's
ain't nothing to play
amazing.
with.
That's an
That's the
amazing
Lebec
place.
Fin. That's the Lebec Fin of the West Coast for
Oh
you
man.
Philadelphians. You
Right.
understand me? That part.
Ooh.
So moving on with the story, real quick story.
Great
I get
place.
there, Dom can get fly. Like my mom used to have me wearing church shoes up until 5th grade to school. I had fights in school for church shoes. So Dom is just he's used to fly. And, luckily in the 80s, I got to wear sneakers before I got on Kenny Street because I would have got golfed a couple times wearing church shoes playing football.
Yeah, them pennies in the penny loafer
It
stuff.
don't work. So back to the story. I get to the restaurant first. I'm dressed, smelling good. I'm ready. Listen, the restaurant overlooks, it's on a mountain in Burbank.
Sure,
It overlooks all of LA in the valley, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this light-skinned black woman comes in. Now, everybody in the restaurant, the men have suits on, ties, shoes. The women have dresses on, high heels. It's an upscale affair. So this beautiful melanated woman starts to walk in the door, light skin, and because I had only saw this woman I was going on a date with one time, I thought it was her. I was like, oh wow, she looks great. So she comes in and that woman walks right by me.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, well, all right, that's not her. About 10 minutes later, late, mind you, in comes a woman that looks like she just got off of delivering trash. Not picking up trash, delivering it. She had on a blue baseball cap, some white scuffed sneakers, and what looked like hospital scrubs for pants, those blue kind of pants. And she had suggested this restaurant. Well, lo and behold, this was my date for the
I'd have left.
Okay, so we go and sit down. Okay, all right. Everybody in the restaurant is dressed to the T, except for sis that I'm with at the most expensive restaurant. Okay, cool. So we sit down, and about 2 minutes go by. She says, "Oh, I need to go to the bathroom real quick." Okay, so she gets up and goes to the bathroom. I call my mama on FaceTime. I call my mama. Mom, you will never believe what this woman is wearing on this date. She got me in this expensive restaurant. Mom, I looked at the plate. The plates are $80 a plate. Woo!
They're not that
$80 a plate.
expensive, Don. They're not that expensive.
Okay,
But
calm down. This is my
I
story.
kind of already know where the story's going.
Okay, this is my story, Hassan. Calm down. Like I said, $80 a plate. And lo and behold, she must have went to the bathroom quick. She turns up behind me. Oh, hey, Mom. This is lady that's not dressed right for the occasion, but yeah, that's her. She's my mom. Okay, Mom, I'll talk to you later. We proceed to have dinner because I am a gentleman. And I was hungry too. So, okay.
hungry, all right.
I mean, calm down, Hassan. Let the story unfold, brother. So we get the bill, Mike. Supreme, Kenny, Val, Denise, we get the bill. The bill is like $190. I don't got a problem paying. Whatever. I'm out here. Mike, I give the waiter my card. The waiter comes back, and I've only been charged $74. I let her know this, like, yo, the guy, for some reason, he didn't charge me this whole bill. Oh, well, let's stay and get another drink then. First of all, you missed the first assignment. You screwed up the first assignment. Now you are unaware of what the second assignment is. It's time to go. What's wrong with you? You sitting up here looking like Fred G. Stanford. The G stands for garbage. And you want to sit up here and parlay while I just got half off of this meal that you invited me to, and you in here looking like.
Hey, don't be judgmental, Dom.
I played it off for about 3 minutes. I was like, all right, cool. It's time. Let's do it. And got out of there. Listen, whatever God you believe in, something saved me that night. Something helped me out. Okay. Something gave me a discount on the experience I was having. I say all that to say.
She looked that bad. She looked that bad.
No, he never said she looked bad. She just dressed bad.
No, Kenny. It was righteous. See, that's the only reason I stayed, because I'm a little dirty man inside.
So she looked like a Coca-Cola bottle.
Thing was just great, but it was dressed in garbage. She might as well have had a garbage bag on. That would have been more couture.
Now, when the way she dressed, were you planning to put a cap on what she ordered? What if she start, you know what? I do 2 appetizers. I need 3 drinks to start with that.
Then hands and feet would have been put on. We would have had an issue if she started doing that. Luckily, she didn't do that. But yeah, we would either hands or feet would have been put on, and I'm walking out the door. One of the two. Something about to happen. Tasmanian devil moment.
So do all dates come with a entree limit?
So let's go to the next question, Michael.
Probably should.
What are our expectations, Mike? You done spent $190 on the meal. Wait a minute, Mike. Before you answer that, don't give up the answer yet. Hold on, let me get the question out. You done spent $190 on the meal. Fine young lady, you know what I'm saying? She's smelling good. She's looking good. Conversation went right. Okay, the evening is done with y'all walking out the restaurant. Okay, what we doing now? Go ahead, Mike.
Ooh.
What's the expectations, bro?
$190. I have
first date.
I have high expectations.
What?
Yeah, but that was when I was younger. So now I don't spend as much, and I come out with no expectations. I'm feeling the vibe. I'm like, okay, where is she going with this? Is If she don't like a brother, then that's good. I'll move on, you know. So, but when I was younger, yeah, I would have definitely some expectations.
What are the expectations?
Oh, hold on, Valerie. Now hold
Well,
on. You see
I
what I'm saying?
definitely,
Like,
I want to have the opportunity to feel like we can go somewhere physically and have some type
Man.
of interaction.
Oh, we're gonna get to the bases. We ain't got
physically.
to the bases yet. We're gonna
First
get to
thing.
the bases.
I need your
Supreme.
face to meet this
But
pillow.
now,
Physically
like I
first
said, I was younger. I wouldn't spend $190 now on the first
Supreme.
day.
You done spent $190 on the first date. She fine. I'm talking about she fine. She's with her clothes. She ain't skanky, but her clothes are revealing. She's dripping with beauty. Y'all walking out the restaurant. What's next?
My expectation is going to be in my mind high, but in reality, I play it by ear because you might get lucky, you might not, but you don't want to get yourself all worked up, and then she be like, "I'm ready to go home," and you like, because after $190 meal, she might be full. But the expectation for me is hopefully we could do it again, and then after the next date, maybe a little lower in the price because now I pressed her a little bit.
So the price goes down if you don't get what you need on the first date. The price value goes down.
And some really high expectations with some possibilities, but I don't expect nothing on the first date. Just to get to know you, play it by ear. If you get lucky, you get lucky. If you don't, you don't. But the bottom line is, you got to know her. You had a great meal, $190. Everybody should have ate really good, and you hopefully, hey, let's make sure we do this again. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how many of you
Really
got lucky?
That's just Valerie, I'm going to need you to hold on. We're coming to the ladies last because y'all run this part of the game. So we're going to hear from you two last. You run this part of the relationship game. So the ladies ain't first on this one. Hassan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What happened?
That Martian looking good. Y'all in the spaceship. Y'all just came from a restaurant on Europa.
And lovely.
And you like, yo, what's where we flying to now? What is it? What is it, Hassan? Talk to us.
Okay, so to be very real about everybody's question, I never expect anything on a first date with any woman. Actually, I've always been scared about women. I mean, women have tried to have sex with me in the first date, and I run the fuck out of there. I'm gonna lie.
Wait a minute.
Sorry if I curse. I'm out of there. I'm out. I've left a couple of times when women wanted me to go home with them. I'll be like, I make some excuses up, and I'm like, out of here.
Wow.
Boom. I've done that many times. I'm serious.
Went home and poured some milk. Wow.
You didn't have a pep talk with yourself at the beginning of the date?
No, I don't know. I just feel it just made me feel uncomfortable about when women want me to come and have sex with them on the first date. I mean, I'm just being honest. I've never really done it. I've had sex with one on the first date, really. Never.
We love the honesty. Yeah. Kendall Mickens.
Yeah, that's it.
When you were dating before you were happily married, we ain't trying to break nobody's relationship up around here. we got a few people single. We got a few people married. That's a good little panel.
You invite someone out. You want to get to know them. So if it starts to look like they trying to use you, if you're out on a date and you at a restaurant and they look like they ordering next week's groceries and those expectations start to go up. It's like your what was the game show with the Price is Right? The little yodeler dude. Expectations keep rising, and you're saying, "Oh," and let's not act like we've never heard of the other side of the menu. So if they sitting up there continually ordering, and you're saying, "Oh, is that what we're doing?" So, at some point, you are saying, "Well, how am I justifying this? What is my expectation out of this? What is my end game?" So if you spending like we already in a relationship, let's finish that relationship.
You know, when I was a young man, I had a remedy for the way I used to do things like this. I would invite a young thing over to my house and cook for her, and we already at the crib.
Exactly.
What you mean?
Bong.
That has happened.
You leaving? What you mean?
I'm an excellent griller.
Is that a bed?
But if they go to your house in the very beginning, you already know you're getting it already anyway. To be honest,
oh, don't say that. My wife walking in the door,
That's not true.
And she came in my house on the first date, and I grilled for her.
Hey,
anyway,
let's kill 2 birds with a half a stone. Huh?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I Denise, because you know Val is just itching. Denise.
Yes.
What are the expectations? This man done spent a grip for dinner. We ain't even talk about, you know, y'all had a little ice cream beforehand or afterhand. and you know, he drive a nice carriage. He has a nice horse and carriage, and you know, he smell good, and you smell. What are the is there a payoff? I don't owe him nothing. What is it, Denise?
I think it depends on how I feel, right? Because people tend to say things, but you always remember the way they make you feel.
So Michael Jackson sang about it.
Certain way, then the expectation that I might be thinking might go in a direction one way or the other, but it all depends on the way someone makes me feel.
You better speak about your feelings, woman. Okay, make her feel right.
Feel good. Yeah.
Has
Miss
the dude ever
Forensic
purchased
Gal.
to the point, Denise, where you saying, yeah, keep ordering. You gonna make me feel right.
The more you spend, the more these panties get loose.
Have you said you paid for dates? Have you been in that neighborhood?
Have you yeah, hold up. Before we get the Val, before she lowers the boom on us, Denise, have you paid for a date and expected some loincloth?
Damn right I am.
Ooh.
Damn right.
Okay.
Oh.
Damn right
I like that
I even bought some Nikes.
Be honest, boy. I like that.
Val.
Come on, Val.
What is it, Val? Like, look, man, the man done took you. I didn't spend $249 on you for dinner.
It went up from $195 to $249.
Yes, it did, because Val is an expensive date. We already see that.
At one point.
We see it. We see Val as an expensive date. $249 on Val. Okay. Val, he's a good-looking guy. Ain't nothing went wrong. He did everything right. What should be his expectation?
Good. Thank you. Maybe we can do this again sometime.
There you go.
I'm melting. I mean,
it's the truth.
No kiss?
Listen, with things, look, too many diseases going around. I don't know where you've been. We talking about the first date.
How you gonna know if you got, like, what if it's the third date? How you gonna know if you got a mouth disease?
You ever notice they be saying too many diseases going around, but no one ever says it's a lot of foodborne illnesses out there, so I'm not going to eat a whole lot.
Swine flu was in the eggs. You ate them eggs.
You know, I ain't never heard nobody saying they got cholera or, you know, like you said, bird flu or anything.
Okay, but I'm going to be going to a restaurant that is a quality restaurant, most likely rated an A, right? So if I'm in that environment, I'm not worried about that necessarily. I would be more so worried about it if I'm going to a C-rated restaurant. But again, I am going to be like,
so it depends on the rating that the white folks
I mean, maybe we
give
can
the restaurant.
Go hang out and talk somewhere more if you'd like. You know,
so the white folk is controlling whether or not I get into the panties.
Well, it seems that way.
The white folk are controlling with their rating system whether I get into the panties or not.
I don't think that's what she said though. Like the white folks said that.
The rating system ain't. Did y'all do Hassan do the rating system?
I sure don't.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I don't do.
Valerie, what constitutes a hug versus third base? How do I, on the first date, what would allow me to either get a hug or conversely get to third base with you on the first date? How did I put that equation together? How can I make that happen?
It would be the chemistry. It would be the chemistry, honestly. I mean, it's not just all about how much you spend and, where we're at. It's how I feel when I'm with you. If everything is going right, we just really feeling each other and the heat is there and there's a lot of fire and temptation.
Did you say the heat is there?
Yeah, when you feel that heat, you know what I mean? Then yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm grown. If I need to take it there, it will go.
That was scratch your back type stuff. Val, what you into? Val, what that mean?
Let's not hold back, ladies. Let's tell the truth. Shame the devil, tell the truth.
She said statue. She said statue. Valerie said statue.
Oh, okay. That's funny. The man is the only one that gets really horny. A woman gets really horny, and if there's the chemistry is right, and then we've been drinking and having a really good time, and I'm like we just really feeling each other, then yeah, it can go there.
So drinks, chemistry can get me to third base. Got it.
Oh, hold on. I have a question, Val.
I said more so chemistry. Okay.
Val, I got a question. I got a question for both of the women. Don't the women already decide if they want to hit that man anyway? Once they see him and size him up anyway? Don't they already make that decision already?
A man can also change a woman's mind.
I got that part.
Can go in there thinking, no, hell no, right? And then as the night goes on, there's something he may do, something he may say that just totally spins that decision. And then you're like, wait a minute, now I'm seeing something in this dude. Before I thought, but now I'm like, wait a minute.
That's what I was trying to tell you. That's what I was trying to tell you when I said I take the ladies to get a Happy Meal. And by the time we leaving, the panties are soaking wet.
What? From a McFlurry?
I done tried to tell you that. Yeah, they walk into McDonald's like, where we at? We're going to, what's this? What's this? By the time they leave the playroom,
I like
they
that.
Look like they got a fever.
Oh, for the favor of a Pringle.
Dang, what you doing is a question.
See?
You wearing those glasses too?
Hey, Denise.
Yes.
What you say? Say smart ass. What you say, Hassan?
Val heard me. You wearing those glasses too?
Wow. Wow. You see, luckily, I'm not into men.
It's all good.
See how that works?
If you want to.
You see how that works?
It's a new,
I don't give a damn what another nigger thinks about how I look. You understand me? It's what Val and Denise would think about, not this nigger over here. I don't give a damn what you think about
I said is, are you wearing those glasses? I didn't say anything.
Don't you worry about it. See, you're just trying to get in on the game, and I'm not going to tell you where I get my glasses. You're just trying to figure out how I do what I do.
I don't need them. I got the muscles. I'll bring in the muscles and shit. I don't give a shit.
I'll sing to your girlfrild, boy.
I'll be okay.
I will sing to your girlfriend, and she will leave you at the gym, boy. Stop playing with God, huh?
Okay, it's all good.
She like mice with the Pied Pipers. She be like, "I'll be back, Hassan. I'll be back."
Listen, if you start singing, then she chooses you. I can't say nothing about it. I'm just outro.
It's a problem.
Peace.
I got receipts.
You can't sing to everybody and they want you.
What you gonna do with the receipts?
Mail them to Hassan. Denise. What constitutes a man being able to get a hug versus go to third base with you on the first date when you were single? That silence is golden.
Okay.
Is she frozen?
Was it for me?
Your name is Denise?
I thought I answered the question. Okay.
What constitutes you on a first date
Yeah, she did
getting a
answer.
hug versus allowing someone to go to third base with you?
Did she?
It depends.
Gotta
Again,
be wearing
on
the
how
pin?
someone makes you feel, right?
That's what
So whether it's a hug or a third base, it's a feeling. Like some people just give you that feeling, and you feel like that's where you want to go.
Oh.
Based on
Something's
the
going on.
chemistry, as Val said, and the chemistry is strong, it's real, and it just works.
We
And
got
that's
that
why
feeling.
some of
I
us
must have
go
been
and
lucky.
we
My
have a
whole life
hug.
must have been lucky.
But wait,
You-
we're wrong. We're wrong. Hold on a second, because
Uh-oh.
there is another reason. I was thinking about it, and I've talked. My girlfriends, we talk about this often. There are times when a woman just needs to get her needs fulfilled. Okay,
Yeah,
and
you know
there are
what?
times you
You're
will
right.
take it there, just because you're like, you know what?
Is
Man,
there a directory for that?
I
Can
ain't
I
never
can I
gonna
can I
see
put
him
my name in a
again.
directory
I
for
ain't never.
women that just need
We
their
got that
needs?
feeling.
So
Right, I'm just saying,
wrong, right
women do
time,
that.
wrong,
Where it's like,
right
I'm
place,
never
right
gonna see
time.
him again. So why
Isn't
not
that
just go
called
ahead?
a booty call?
Yeah, well, but if it's not considered a booty call if he takes you on a date.
It's called a Valerie call.
Yes, it's true. Not a booty call.
Right, that's not a booty call, but you decide, like, look, I have needs. It's been a minute. Why don't I just go ahead and do this? And I'll just, whatever. I'll just chalk it up. I'll go
Now, do
pray
you
about it tomorrow.
signaling? Is there like extra hand touching,
Yeah,
a
a
little
lot of
more eye
Petting,
contact,
stuff going on.
biting the carrot a little harder? How does that work?
There's a look, right? Now there's a look.
There's a
He
look.
knows it too. He
It's a
knows
look. It's
that
like
look.
a penetrating look. You penetrate
This
eye to
nigga
eye,
said
and
biting
it
the
penetrates,
carrot a
and
little
then
harder.
that's when chemistry is kind of
That little.
created.
So
Yeah.
he should take the hint at that moment and just don't
What?
mess it up.
Why does women can't just be straight up?
Ooh,
Why did they have to drop hints and stuff that
Ooh.
sometimes they don't even work?
ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a question for the women. Why can't they just be straight up?
Why do you
Because some
say
of
it
these
doesn't always work? What do you mean?
because these
always-
hints don't necessarily always work and stuff. On some of these hints that women be putting out there, they don't work all the time, do they? Is the question. I don't think they work, but
My hints work, so I don't know.
okay.
I think if you brush your booty across my shoulder, I think I would understand.
Yes.
I think there would be no doubt. Okay, you brushing booty across shoulders? Okay, cool.
I was
I
a
want to
little
make
slow
sure
when
I
I was younger.
understand the
though.
question.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
were?
think so, yeah.
He said he was slow.
I was like
Me too.
doubting, did I really see that? That's when I was like, no, she didn't do that. So I wouldn't say insecure, but I was like imagining the worst instead of the best.
Or were you scared?
That sounds like
that's
scared.
disrespectful.
Yeah, because I think
No,
about some situations and I'm like, maybe you were scared.
I ain't never been scared of.
Scared,
I'm
self-sabotage.
from Comac Street.
Yeah. Maybe you were scared. Like maybe she's really fine and I don't know. Like,
or I really like her.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
last anecdote.
Okay.
Last anecdote. Supreme.
Yes, sir.
First date, she fine, but she got to bring her little 4-year-old son because she ain't no babysitter.
Okay, wasn't that say this again?
Right. You heard what I said. She got to bring her 4-year-old son because she ain't got no baby. She fine though, Supreme. She fine. But she ain't got no babysitter. Her mama out of town. Her friends is out there. She ain't got no babysitter. But she want to go on a date with you, but she got to bring little baby.
I can appreciate that. I love the kids. I was I was a son of a single mother, and I could appreciate that. But I'm telling you, we going to McDonald's and get the Happy Meal, and this brownie points towards showing you that, yo, I ain't out here just for a booty call or trying to get to. I'm trying to get to know you.
Upstanding
and
man.
really
What an
get to know you.
upstanding
If I really
gentleman.
like you, I got to know you and your child. So yeah, I'm not gonna be ignorant and be like, yo, you gotta get out the car because you got your son.
Shorty
What an
can't get no
upstanding
cheddar baked
gentleman.
biscuits.
Yeah, I gotta bring the kid, but this ain't gonna be no habit. So you better get the babysitter right for the next one. But we can have a family date right now what possibly could be the future family. But that's out of respect, and because, like I said, I appreciate the fact of being a son of a single mother, and I know I probably went on a few dates with my mom.
You know what? You know what, Jamal?
And the kid might be a blocker.
I know your mother. I know your mother, and you know my mother. Yeah. Quick anecdote, ladies and gentlemen. Jamal knows my mother. Kenny knows my mother. In 1978, I was a church boy, and there was a gentleman at the church that kept asking my mother to go on a date.
Mm-mm.
My mother would tell this guy no, Sunday after Sunday after Sunday. To one point, she got really annoyed and said, "You know what? We can go on a date."
But I'm bringing my son.
We can go on a date. And lo and behold, my mother told me one day, we're going to a restaurant. We going out to we going to a restaurant? We going to a restaurant. Put your clothes on. We about to go to this restaurant. Now, mind you, my mother didn't coach me. She didn't tell me nothing. She didn't say what to do. She just said we going to a restaurant. Cut to we at the restaurant. This man is this guy's here with us, Mom. Yeah, oh yeah, we're meeting him for dinner. Oh, now I was a bright little 8-year-old. I knew this dude was trying to get with my mom's, right? I ordered 5 entrees.
You acted a fool.
So,
Uncle Deacon, what you mean?
On the regular.
What you mean? I need 5 entrees. What you mean? And 2 desserts. What you mean? The moral to the story is that church man never said nothing else to my church mom again.
I told you, your kid sometimes the kid is a blocker.
You a cock blocker, homie. You should have played.
And you wanted lunch for the next 3 days at school or something.
I was good. I had leftovers for like 4 days. What you mean?
Hold on. He even let you do this?
That's what I'm wondering.
The power of the pig. Listen, Gloria, a woman named Gloria from Philadelphia, Circa Day 1978, was fine. Wasn't she fine, Jamal?
Yeah,
Jamal's mom was fine. They were both friends in 78. They both fine. Trust them.
Beautiful ladies, but I'll tell you.
Lady. That Negro wanted to get a piece.
Okay? You better check your son. Okay, can I come talk to you for a second? You got them 3.
He paid for all 4 of them entrees, his dinner, my mom's dinner, and my 2 desserts. Huh?
And damn sure ain't getting none because he ain't got nowhere to put you
at. Hassan.
And he was too stressed out. Like, dang, he spent all my money.
Hassan.
That's bad work right there.
When you go on a date and the little Mexican woman brings little Julio with her, 4-year-old Julio. What you doing?
Then this Hassan now will probably say no, but the Hassan before would probably go and say, "Hey, just have a nice time with the Julio and this Mexican woman." I would just go, I'll go now.
You're not going now?
Listen, I'll go now. If a woman brought her son along, I just go now. I wouldn't date her again after that, though. But I would go now and have nice fun.
Is it because she didn't ask?
No, because I don't really want to date a woman who has a kid. I did that before, and that's not for me. But before I would do that and stuff, I would go and hang out with her and have fun with the kid and enjoy the kid and stuff. I enjoy the girl, but I probably wouldn't date her because I don't want no woman with a kid.
That's interesting. When my daughter was younger, oh my God. I mean, I couldn't keep a guy away.
Oh
my God. And she was so cute. They was just loving her.
Listen, I understand.
They wanted her to come.
Valerie, I understand, but I was with a woman who had a kid, and she made that kid feel like that was a motherfucking king in my house. And that kid could do no wrong.
Oh, hell no.
He had no type of discipline, nothing at all. He was a little beast.
Yeah.
And I couldn't say nothing about it.
Normally I don't agree with you, Hassan, but I've actually, that happened. But I had that before, and she actually kept talking about her son and saying how cute it actually started irritating me. And I never dated her again.
That son was her king, and I knew it. And I knew that I could.
It was weird.
I couldn't do it.
she started telling me how her kindergarten son and all the little girls liked him, and half the date she talked about the boy.
Oh, wow.
I started feeling like, why am I out? Like, I'm good. Never called her again, never talked to her again, none of that.
Listen, this woman lived with me. She didn't pay no bills, didn't pay not a thing, but she made her sons feel like the king. That's what the straw.
Well, y'all more than just dated.
Yeah.
More than
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all live together.
That's why I'm saying I would never do it again, because I knew how it felt when she made this kid. She put this kid who was they used to fight all the time, and over he couldn't eat food or whatever. And I used to be looking at it like, damn, this kid gets this out of control.
But every woman
as
is
the
not
king,
like that
did
with
you
their
have
kids.
authority
You just got a bad
actually
apple.
put the prince in his?
Yeah.
You're the king. You're supposed to put him in position.
You can't just judge all women with kids because of that one particular incident.
You are absolutely right.
You're absolutely right. Because let me just tell you, there are a lot of women out there that have kids that they are disciplined and that would love to have someone like you in their life, I think.
Very true. Very true.
You gonna take a Happy Meal on the first date?
I would never take nobody to a fast food restaurant. Man,
I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. And then I thought about Michael, because Michael, when your son was young, didn't you date? Or did you not?
She gave
me all. Well, I was on a hiatus those first couple years. I was still in, shock from, and then I was around the beginning of the Me Too era too. I was like, I'm good, because my Jackson's mom had postpartum scenario.
Yeah. Postpartum depression.
Thank you.
That's a very, very tough thing to get through.
Yeah. You know how women get that though? You know how that happens?
Oh, here it comes.
How? What's up?
Because it's okay. Since you guys don't know, that's done on purpose. When they cut the placenta, that's when you get postpartum, because your body responds at its terminated birth.
That's the sign I know.
The placenta is supposed to hold on. The placenta is supposed to fall off by itself.
Okay,
that's what that is.
But you know what they're doing. I know with my daughter, they kept the placenta, sent it to the doula. She had someone do something with it and send it back so that my daughter could drink on it every day or something. Grind it up. Yeah, and that helps with the postpartum.
A placenta smoothie.
Hey, listen, if you guys don't, yes, they do that with the smoothie. Yes, but if you guys don't know, went to nursing school. I worked in labor and delivery. If you guys don't know that part.
So were they doing that? Because I know when I had my daughter back in like 1993, they weren't doing that whole placenta thing, but now they are.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
The whole thing is supposed to by having the baby in the hospital, it's supposed to disconnect you from the kid. That's the whole purpose of that, because you're not even supposed to give birth the way they give birth. You're supposed to squat when you give birth.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, okay.
We done went from first dates to birth.
Hassan never disappoints.
Take a shit. What if you can't do a squat? I don't know what he's talking about.
What if you can't do a squat?
I know what you mean. You've never given birth.
But that's the best position to release.
I'm just trying to tell you that's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to give it in the squatting position. I can't tell you if you can do it, if you can't. I'm just telling you the facts.
And do you know anyone that's given birth squatting?
Yes, I do. Yes.
I do think indigenous people around the world do that. If I'm going to be honest. That's not the first time I've heard that.
It wasn't in the hospital laying on that bed, laying like they do.
Okay, and someone has to catch the baby then.
Yeah, they catch the baby. You have a doula. You have people with you when all this stuff is done.
A doula.
People have the water births and stuff like that. They're squatting all the time.
Okay, all right.
They're not laying down.
All right. But
my bad, Dom.
We've gone from first dates
we did kind of
to doulas.
Yeah, I went
all right. We will indeed revisit the topic again.
0 to 100 in 2.3 seconds.
Yeah, we did.
That's Hassan.
Listen, before we wrap up, though, I want to introduce this quick segment that we got called "What's on Your Chest." Mike.
Okay. All right. So
what's on your chest?
The reason why I'm into this Blake Justin Baldoni case.
Ooh.
I got a court case on Friday, and I'm dealing with a narcissist. And so this is the second court case. And what I realize is God, the spirit world, they're into justice. They're doing everything possible to assist each and every one of us who has a narcissist in their life. I got so many, people. I'm just saying, hey, such and such is, can get you a tenant. Oh, I know her. And then they would give me information about her. And then this guy in court, after the court said, you got a case with da-da-da-da-da, man, da-da-da-da-da, giving me information. I don't even know this guy.
Yeah.
Then I got my attorney, my paralegal person, and I was telling her, okay, I want to do this, 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 and that. And she's like, are you talking about Jamie Bradley? And so I just got all this encouragement. And then the spirit world is telling me, in my own encrypted world, they're like saying, I want you to bury her. Bury her. And then, so the first time we went out of the case, it was a mute. She sued me. She got nothing. I sued her. This woman, this is what narcissists do. They don't see reality right. She had the nerve enough to appeal it. So God is like, you weren't done. I told you weren't done. And so I'm going to summarize it. I just went ahead and looked at public records, and I found other cases that are similar to mine.
Yeah.
And so I had all this help, and that's why the Blake Lively thing, because this guy had help too. And that's a $400 million lawsuit that may bring down the New York Times and Ryan Reynolds and company.
Wow. So, and are you
way to get it off your chest, Mike?
Hey, Mike, Ryan Reynolds is gay, right?
Is he really?
Yeah.
I don't care what he does with his penis.
Stop playing. Are you joking right now?
No.
And we have a new segment called The Gay News with Hassan.
And Michael, by the way, are you using AI?
No, I didn't use AI.
You absolutely should, because I have a lawsuit I'm dealing with right now, and you talk to AI like you're talking to me or anyone else, and it will literally write out your demand letters.
That's a whole nother show.
Case. This is what's going on. This is how this person is. This is how this person is. I'm afraid of this. What do you think I should do? And it will spew it all out for you.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will, because you're talking to a live entity. But we'll come back to that on another show.
Anyways, just to summarize what I'm saying here, there's this invisible forces out here that really want justice. So listen to them and use them.
Bong bong. Supreme.
Yes.
What's on your chest?
Oh man, I got so much on my mind. It's like I don't know. My main thing right now is all about fair and balanced justice. I'm on the page with you, brother. Respect is like I know Hassan called us the melanated people.
Yeah.
Hey man, I really feel that is a awakening that's going to happen. Hopefully it happened in my lifetime, with all the bad things that has happened to us. We've been scattered, we've been robbed, I'm just looking at a guy who invented the machine gun, and they stole his patent, and he died penniless and broke.
Yeah, that's how they do.
You know what I'm saying? And this is just stuff that has been under the rug, that the people of our lineage has invented and was stolen.
Yeah.
And to mention the stuff that we invented that they used,
yes,
and kind of gave us credit for, but still robbed us of the money. So, like I said, I would just love an awakening of especially our youth. I don't know if they lost cause or not, but as far as us middle-aged people, and we just lost Irv Gotti just now, not too long ago. So
we did?
Yeah, Irv Gotti, the producer, and he's 54 years old.
Oh,
really get.
He just signed a $300 million deal about a year ago.
Yeah, that goes to his children now.
Wow.
ex-wife, but the fact that he just had a few strokes and diabetes, and this is something that could have been prevented if he maybe took a little better care of himself. Because I know they was wild back in the day, but it's just the fact that I just want our people to wake up and just be aware of everything that's around us, our health, our fair and balanced. Get what you deserve. The respect level. Young people respect your elders. Elders respect and teach the young people. We just got to fix a lot of things that's wrong. Because Hollywood, like you're talking about, I've been following the Justin thing too, through Candace Owens' podcast, and I've been following it to the point I'm like, I'm not even interested in these people, but it's just interesting the story that she's telling about how people really try to bully you and take and use power, and the power people are really the minority, and we as the majority. And I just saw Nat Turner, and it's like, and he did the revolt, and imagine if it was a whole bunch of Nat Turners. Slavery might have been over years ago, or before the 400 years was up. It'd have been like, we putting these people in check now.
Hassan got something to say.
I love it.
I don't want to say what I want to say.
Hassan got something to say.
Say it.
Listen, everything starts from having your identity. Some of these stories and stuff is really about creating your own reality. The fact that we are downtrodden is because we still identify as being black when that's not the thing. We are Aboriginal.
Hey, Hassan.
What's up?
Why don't you wait till I ask you to get off your chest what you want to get off your chest?
I didn't want to get that off my chest. I don't want to say nothing about none of that.
Sorry, Dom.
Supreme, it was your turn. I'm sorry.
And that story about Nat Turner is not actually real. That's what I want to say. That's actually a fake tissue story, just like the Underground Railroad lady. That's actually a fake tissue story.
Hassan, you just filibustered Supreme's. What's on?
I know, but I understand what he means, though.
Now.
I understand. I understand what he means, though.
So you're saying Harriet Tubman
wasn't real at all. Not real. It's fake.
Okay.
AI. No.
It's not AI. It was just a fake story.
Supreme, way to get it off your chest. Denise, what's on your chest, Mama?
Interesting.
Can you hear me, Denise?
Yes.
What's on your chest?
I was just trying to figure out why he said that.
Uh-oh.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah, this is your first experience with Hassan. Okay, go on.
He said he didn't believe in something.
Harriet Tubman is both of those people wasn't real. Those are fake tissue stories.
Weird. Mm-hmm.
You can look at there's how about follow Dane Calloway. He talks about all that stuff. That's actually a fake tissue story.
My brother is a
historian
at CSUN, and he teaches Pan-African Studies. And I would beg to differ.
I know, but that Pan-African stuff is not real either.
But I understand there's a book out there where you got your information, but I'm going to ask him about the book. What's the name of the author again?
Dane Calloway. Calloway. That Pan-African stuff is not real either because we didn't come on no slave ships, so all that stuff it doesn't make sense. You got to feed the slave and you got to water the slaves. You got to bring out that water to feed them. It can't happen. You got to think about it. It's 3 months or 7 months on the boat. You got to have water for them to drink. So it doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. They have to have food for them to drink. I'm gonna have to have food.
Unmute yourself, Denise.
No, they don't. They don't.
Yes, they do have to have food and stuff. You're gonna die. They gonna
unmute yourself, Denise. Denise, unmute yourself.
Some people can survive on water.
And some people died.
Listen, that story is not real. I'm just telling you that. You can still go on the stuff about people came from Africa if you want to.
I'm gonna look into it.
I was talking about this other person.
What was the Holocaust?
Even her. No, that wasn't real either.
Dang.
What?
No, that's production.
Oh, the Holocaust wasn't real.
It wasn't. The people went to concentration camps. That's real, but as far as them getting murdered and stuff, that's not real. They already talk about. They talk about that right now. Even Jewish people talk about it. How they actually fabricated some of these stories and
See what
stuff.
you started,
Dom,
Kenny?
you literally opened
That's
the
not
can of worms.
me.
You got the after show after the show after.
No,
What's
no.
on your
Kenny did
chest?
this. This is Kenny. Kenny came up with this segment. See what you started, Kenny? Hassan
no
can't even
wrangling
let
at
people
Hassan.
get
You
what's
can
on
see
their
it in
chest
his-
off their chest.
You can
He
see
taking
he
stuff
had a
off
that's
their
not
chest
true
for
in
them.
him already.
I'm sorry.
As
Okay.
Supreme talk, he had a that's not true in him.
He had a that's not true, and he's taking things off of people's chest that they might still want on their chest.
All I want is justice.
Michael,
I'm not saying nothing no more. I quit.
you know Hassan. You know his antics.
Hey,
Hold on, Dom.
I don't
Continue
believe
on.
the white
What's
people
on your mind?
Israel is the real Jewish people, though. I'm gonna tell you that.
Say that again. Say that again, Supreme.
I said I don't believe them white people that's in Israel right now is the real.
They're not the American. The so-called Black Americans are the real Hebrews.
Oh,
I definitely feel you on that one.
Oh, things are on people's chest. Valerie, what's on your chest?
What's on my chest is why is the Mexican community wilding out
protesting
and protesting when they are the ones who helped put Trump in office. I mean, the shit is honestly the most irritating and it's disappointing for many reasons. And here's my thing. I don't know. I'm looking at just the environment around me, especially in California, and how the Mexicans, the Hispanics, however you want to call them, they're doing well. They're actually doing better than the blacks, right?
The blacks.
The blacks.
That's what Trump. That's what Trump calls us. The blacks.
Are you? I get African Americans, whatever, but we say black people.
I'm melanated. I ain't none of that.
Point being is that they took it upon themselves to, instead of voting for Camilla and putting all that energy that we see out there behind putting her in office, which would keep them and their families in the United States. What did they do?
They
went
effed around and found out.
This man. And then want to get in the streets and get mad at black people for not supporting the dumb decision that they made.
They F around and finding out.
They call it FAFO. Fuck around and find out.
FAFO.
What you asked for, play stupid games, get stupid prizes.
Win stupid prizes.
There it is.
No one realizes till it's too darn late. I wrote a song. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you wrote a song about it. Here it go.
What? Fuck around and find out. That's funny.
I'm telling you. So that's on my chest, and it's heavy because it irritates the shit out of me. Like, how damn dare you put a man in office? He said he was going to do what he was going to do, and now he's doing it. And now you want to get over there and fight and cause havoc in the streets and block off freeways and now you want to break things and ruin Waymo callers and do all this nonsense over something you damn did. Nobody told you to go vote for his ass. You should have put that in Camilla. But you didn't want to put a black woman in office.
Kamala.
On a silver fucking platter.
At least ICE know where to round them up at.
Wow.
Yo.
Way to get it off of your chest, Val.
I have nothing to say.
Way to get it off of your chest, Val.
That ain't real.
No, I could vomit that out.
Them Mexicans ain't real. They indigenous people.
They're not.
Come up with this.
On the Anunnaki.
They're not. Even
Denise is just starting. Trust me.
To add to that, even the native. So all that stuff really has to do with the birthright stuff that's going on right now. The birthright. Even the Native Americans aren't safe. They're supposed to go too. To be honest.
Once again, Hassan, I'll be coming to you soon.
My dad called me today and was like, make sure you have your birth certificate. Make sure you have your driver's license because my parents aren't from this country.
Oh.
I was born in New York. My mom is from South America. My dad is from the Caribbean. But they came years ago. They've been citizens of the United States for years. But yet and still, he's calling me, telling me be careful because of what Trump is saying.
Well,
now,
I'm going to tell you right now.
I don't know.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm selling marriage certificates for $7,000. If you want to marry me, I will marry you. You understand me? For 2 years. We good.
That's all right. Hey, you better be careful. They be sending your ass back too.
Who?
Hey, look, check
Not
this
me.
out. Check this out. I'm from Tahiti. Please deport me.
Oh my God.
I'm from Tahiti. Don't send me back. Don't send me back to Tahiti. Please don't do that.
Don't
Valerie,
threaten me with a good time.
Valerie, I understand how you feel because it's kind of crazy that they was on the freeway with their Mexican flags waving.
That is
the
kind of
flag.
ironic.
It doesn't make sense. You
That's
could
a
get an
little
American
ironic.
flag and stuff like an
Go ahead, Mike.
American flag.
Right,
Go ahead,
right.
Mike.
Great
You
point.
love
Great
I see it. I
point.
see it. I see it itching, Mike.
And you
Go ahead,
guys
Mike.
like to buy a little bit into this propaganda.
Oh,
No, I
Uh-oh.
First of all,
Come on with me. Come on with
a
me.
lot of the people, Mexicans that voted for Trump, those are the ones that think they're white.
oh,
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So now we've got this other side. So the question is, do we really trust the vote tally? That's all I'm saying. Because are there more Mexicans that think they're white that voted for Trump than what we're seeing out in the streets?
You got a point.
Facts.
All of it.
Kendall Mickens, what's on your chest?
Man, it's so much each day.
Hey.
Let's just start with a dude.
I just don't like Hassan giggling at the top of your dissertation. I don't think that's cool.
We have a dude that is actually trying to rip this country apart. As much as this country has treated us bad, and we've been here and we try to hold it together. We are that stepchild who just continually keep getting slapped around.
We really are.
But we saying, I want to love you anyway. And it's looking like we're going to be the ones that ultimately save this damn place.
Right.
Because he's literally trying to rip it apart from the inside. Of all these nations they talk with superpowers, this country was the one with the military might that they didn't know how they could bring it down. Trump has figured it out. I'll do it from the inside and cause a revolution. And he's bringing it down, and he's wasting no time.
Brick by brick.
He's like 2 weeks in, and he's doing it to all. Like, you talk about F around and find out. Those, you're not just talking about the Mexicans. You're talking about the Caucasians that voted for him, that he's taking programs from them. He's charged one of the charged FBI members that investigated the people that went into the Capitol and were insurrectionists.
Yeah.
So he don't want you messing with them because he knows those lapdogs will bark on his command.
That's his family.
And they will do what his bidding is. So he don't want them messed with. That's why he pardoned them, because he knows when he calls them, they are ready. They are that militia.
Committed.
They are the Minutemen that are ready. So
and they're gonna F around and find out.
When you see it, you just saying, and I never want to wish death on anyone, but you just wonder how long before one of these crazy white militia, ex-military soldiers are standing on top of one of these buildings or strap a bomb to themselves and run up on him.
They've already tried it, didn't they? Or was that not for real?
That was like WWE. That was
WWF.
WWE.
I saw Jimmy Superfly Snooker do that in '84.
Yeah, that blood technique. Yeah,
this when the Secret Service huddle over you,
we were really into
and then you come
wrestling
out with
at
the
one
blood
point.
and raise your fist up. You know, I'm a
Yeah.
writer. I'm a screenplay writer. I
Val,
can write
you're
a better
talking to the
scenario
only
than
man
that.
that was the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah,
And
that wasn't even the World Wrestling. That wasn't even a
Davis
champion
to win my title. I beat a guy named Dom Davis to get my title.
Watch yourself.
Watch it.
Way to get it off your
I gotta
chest,
get
Kenny.
out of here. See you guys next time.
Michael, we'll see you next time. We'll see you next time.
Hope you
a
black
pleasure.
again.
Yes, sir. Kenny, way to get it off your chest.
Way to get it off your chest.
Last but definitely not least.
I don't have anything.
Drum roll. Can you let me at least set you up?
Did we get Denise? We didn't get Denise.
Yeah, I came in first.
Right, like you, because you filibustered everybody else. That's why you ain't got nothing now.
I could have filibustered Kenny too, but I don't want to.
Hassan McCullough,
I got facts on my side.
You ain't got no facts about shit.
Hey, listen, I don't sit there with.
All this.
Listen,
go ahead.
We go around the world every day.
No, we don't. we live on a stationary plane, man. We don't move.
Oh, you a flat earther?
He's an earther.
The earth is not actually flat. It's actually round. The landmass is actually flat. But we have different land. We have additional landmass.
Welcome, Denise. Welcome, Denise.
We have different landmass after the wall and Antarctica. There's other landmasses.
The wall.
There's
That's
a wall
not true.
in
There's
Antarctica.
something on your mind.
Well, okay. Well, hold on. Okay, there's something on my mind. So the reality that we live in, by we putting our votes in for other people, by us reclassifying ourselves as black, that took away that put us into the citizenship anyway. But everything's about us controlling our own reality and stuff. The more we put our reality into the left wing and right wing, they both part of the same bird. They don't do nothing for none of us, especially the indigenous people, to be honest. So if you really want to take back the system, all the indigenous people have to connect with nature truly, and put in their mind about their own reality that they want to create and stuff. Because everything's based on through the mind. Whatever you want in your mind, it can create your reality. So if you think outside the stuff and somebody else lifts you from the outside, that's what it's going to be. But if you know that everything controlling your mind, that's what you can create. And everybody has to come together. Everybody has to come together to create their own reality about what they want.
I can smoke a bag of that.
The world would actually change by creating your own reality. Nobody else.
So
that's it.
And I'm not doubting what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
But when you say everybody has to create their own reality, if everyone's reality isn't the same and we don't all think alike,
chaos.
Everybody wants to have the same. Everybody we got chaos right now. What's going on right now in the year 2025, the year of the snake, the 9th year of completion is called order out of chaos. That's what they're gonna have all this stuff going on in the world with all this chaos to keep your mind in fear and stuff, to not have you level out to thinking positivity and love. Everything's about connecting you to fear because they lost the reality. Everything is actually gone. Everything's about to return back to the matriarch.
And so we're going to go through a recession in about March or April, something like that. At least that's what they're saying.
We live in the Great Reset where everything's about to fall. The dollar's about to fall. The banking system's about to fall. Everything's about to fall because the corporations are dead. All the CIA,
Babylon
FBI,
must die.
And the dollar's not being worth much in other countries as well. That's been happening.
The dollar has already fallen. It's going to go to the cryptos and stuff. The dollar has fallen because America's fallen. The fall of Rome. They're doing the stuff right now, just putting it in our face for us to see it. But hey.
It's in the Bible, though. It's in the Bible.
Yes, they playing out the Bible right now. They're playing it out.
They are. And even with the fires that we had in Los Angeles, I was actually reading, because, again, I'm in Florida, and I'm reading the Bible, beginning of the year type thing. I'm going to go through the Bible. And I was supposed to fly back January 6th. All of a sudden, I hear about fires. 7th, and I'm reading Genesis and what's going on in the Bible and how God said he wasn't going to destroy the earth by water anymore, just by fire and brimstone to the well. And then boom, look what I hear about in Los Angeles.
Yeah. That's to entice your fear. That's what that's about. Because
I'm not scared. I'm not there.
Disconnect you from really being in love. You're supposed to be disconnected. Because everything really starts with love. Everything starts with love. Everything starts with connecting to Earth. Earth is actually your battery source. Connect to the Earth. Then you connect with love and create your own reality. And with Kenny, when you say create, everybody wants peace. Everybody wants peace. Everybody wants abundance. Everybody wants that. But they're constantly connected to chasing this dollar and stuff, which don't mean nothing. This dollar is fake. So the whole conversation tonight was about something about dates and money, but the dollar is actually fake. If you
really now,
people that got money and ain't worth a goddamn bowl of beans.
Hey.
Dollar's fake.
Hey.
It's really
Right.
about a man being disciplined. Everything's about a man's discipline. That's what you really want to date.
Well,
as
if
a
the
man.
dollar's fake, then when I go to the grocery store and I say I don't have any money, they won't let me walk out with those groceries without giving
Well,
them.
if you live in abundance, the universe is going to give you that anyway.
Uh-oh.
I get free
Okay, but
stuff in the
yeah,
store
I
all
hear
day
you. I
long.
feel you. I feel you on that.
I get free stuff all day long when I go into the store. It's all good. Thank you.
Okay, well, can I go with you the
Some
next
would
time?
call that shoplifting. You talking about you get free stuff all day long? Yeah, I used to get that as a kid too.
Wow.
I find
Listen,
what I need.
Hassan,
What?
way to get it off your chest. We let it go. You know what I'm saying? Way to get it off your chest. Let me just say, there might be a little couple things here and there on my chest. What a time. What a time to be alive. What a time to be noticing and to be a part of what we call reality. Again, we brought this show back, this podcast back, because there has to be an alternative voice. There has to be the other side of the equation, right? I saw somebody on Twitter in the what do you call that? The cabinet of the administration say that all white men should have all the intellectual jobs. Nigga.
Please.
Check this out.
Let it
I'll have a
happen.
debate with anybody that wants to call themselves white and intellectual on a hot day in Arizona, and we can stay out there all day, and we can debate everything from quantum physics to fried chicken. You understand me? And we can have the supremacy awards. I'm down for it. I've been saying it for years. Let's have the supremacy awards. We'll have intellect, athleticism, spirituality. Let's have them. Let's put this shit to rest.
And we will whip.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Huh? Shout out to Dick Gregory. Listen, it's been a spirited conversation as usual. It is great to be back. We will see you all again next Thursday, same bat
Wednesday.
time.
Wednesday.
Same.
No,
We gonna move it
next
to
Now
Wednesday.
you're filibustering me.
Okay.
I'm trying to wrap the show up.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Okay.
You're wrong too, Val. The show airs
Thursday.
on Thursday. Today is Wednesday.
Oh.
This is not
Oh.
a live
Oh.
telecast.
Oh, it's
Oh.
okay, pre-recorded.
Right.
The studio
Okay,
audience.
cool.
This,
Okay,
this,
cool.
This,
Now that we all
this
on the
studio
same page.
audience has been brought to you by.
Right. But once again, it's great to be back with such intelligent, melanated folk. And yes, we will at a time or two have some colonials on the show to give their perspective. Why not? Why not? You understand me? Ain't nobody scared. We got the intellectual ammunition. Trust and believe. But until then, I am Dominique Superstar, and we will see you again.
Deuces.